Monkii Bars actually contacted me and requested I make a DIY version of their Monkii Bars. They've had a lot of people request them. They see, you know, if you want to make a DIY version, why not? They might as well present it. So, you know, that's what they decided to do, and I figured I'd help them with it. And so I'm going to head to my local hardware store. I think I'm going to head to Home Depot and see if I can't make a DIY Monkii Bars. A while, but was a successful trip. Got everything we needed. Now back to the house to build it. Okay, so I went to the hardware store. I got all the necessary materials, at least that I think I'm gonna need, and this is what I came up with. I have a 1-inch PVC pipe. This is maybe 4 or 5 feet long. I'm really only gonna use about probably 8-inch sections, 10-inch sections, we'll see. Do it similar to the Monkii Bars, but I will cut it. And then for the caps on the Monkii Bars have these, I guess, rubber end caps that punch into the bottom of the actual Monkii Bar. I'm going to use caps that go over. I could not find anything similar to those at the hardware store, and I don't want to spend a whole lot of time online trying to figure it out. I would rather just go with these caps that go over. This should do fine. When you're not using them, you just take them off. The next thing, the cord that's actually used by Monkii Bars is very cool. You know, I mean, for how thin this is, it's very strong. I mean, it is very thin, as you can see. It's reflective. But I'm going to use 550 paracord. 550 paracord is not rated as high as I would like it to be rated, but that being said, I think it'll be enough for this project. And it's thin enough where I can wrap it around and fit it inside of the 1-inch PVC pipe. And then for the actual connector piece, this piece, I don't know if this is a proprietary piece or if this is something that they just found online or whatever. There is nothing like this in the hardware store. Trust me, I went everywhere I could find. But the only thing that I could find that was strong enough and small enough to use is a locking carabiner that is, well, it's small, but it's rated to over 220 pounds, which is more than enough because this is, this should be more than enough. Okay, it's a locking carabiner. And it's also small. So those are the parts. So we're gonna try and turn these parts here, these caps, these carabiners, this 550 paracord, and this PVC pipe into these Monkii Bars. Let's do it. Obviously, many of you who are making these don't have Monkii Bars. So the measurement for these are, they are 7.5 inches. So just measure 7.5 inches, make a mark. You can use really whatever you want to cut this. I'm going to use my chop saw. Use a Dremel, handsaw, whatever you need to make it cut. I mean, it's PVC pipe, it's not that difficult to cut. I just like, it's just quickest for me. One piece. The next thing we need to do is cut our paracord. Now, I'm going to measure the paracord to the same length that the cord in the Monkii Bars is. Now, I'm hoping that we can fit it all inside the PVC pipe. I'm just not positive because the paracord is thicker than the thread or the actual string that comes with the Monkii Bars. You know, it doesn't have to be a set length. Just choose a length that you think is long enough that's gonna fit inside your handle. If you want one that's super long so you can put it on any branch you want, go for it. I mean, I don't see a problem with that. Get out my handy dandy Leatherman. Can't go wrong with a Leatherman wave. And scissors off there. Add a little extra for a knot. Cut her off. And there we go. An accurate measurement, it's gonna be as accurate as possible. I'm gonna use my forearm. My forearm's about 12 inches, so each wrap is gonna be about a foot. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So about 12 feet. So measure out 12 feet and you'll be good. Okay, so we have our paracord cut, but before we can start tying the knots, we need to make sure that the lines, the end of the line is burnt, so that way it doesn't fray on us. So I'm gonna use my, basically this is my cigar lighter. Yes, I smoke a lot of cigars. Well, it would appear I smoked too many cigars because my cigar lighter is out of fluid. Now we have to go back to our primitive roots and use actual matches. By the way, Civil Cigar Lounge, Washington, D.C. If you're ever in D.C., check it out. Awesome cigar lounge. I'm just gonna go ahead and tie the knot that Monkii Bars themselves use. I believe it's a double overhand knot. I'm not gonna definitely go through a whole tutorial on how to tie this knot. It's not very difficult. If you need help, you know, you can find it somewhere else. But essentially, take these ends, wrap it under, and then through. There you have it. Now, one of the best parts about the Monkii Bars is this piece right here. It's an adjustable, basically it allows you to tie an adjustable knot so that you can adjust it down to the right length that you want. Basically, it just makes it a whole lot easier to get your adjustments in, whereas if you're using, you know, a paracord and a locking carabiner, like we are doing, tying your knot and getting it dialed in like you'd want to is much more difficult because, well, you can't adjust it. You tie a knot, well, if you want to adjust it, you got to untie the knot and then go back through. It's not a huge deal. Is it worth paying the extra money for this little piece? Well, that's not the only thing you're doing. You're also getting basically these awesome bars. But if you want to make a DIY version, you know, I'm all for that because I like DIY too. But understand that the adjustability on your actual cord is not going to be that of this little piece. Now, if you can find this little piece, I'd love to know, you know, put it in the comment section below. I personally have not been able to find it. I don't know if it's something they've manufactured on their own. If so, good for them, because I wouldn't want other people to have this as well. Okay, so we have everything finished. Now we're gonna have to figure out how we're gonna tie the knot, what knot we're gonna use, everything like that. Okay, and so I'm just gonna sling this over my pull-up bar because I have one right here, and then I'm gonna figure out what knot we're gonna use. To tie this bad boy, you do your ordinary overhand knot, bring it all the way through. Okay, so I'll just back up here. Do your ordinary overhand knot, so bring it all the way through, like so. Okay, and then take it back through, take it back around the knot and pull the end in, but leave some slack hanging and then pull that tight. Okay, and that's gonna look like that. Bring it up closer. That. Okay. And that, my friends, is tight enough that you can push on it. Okay. That is good. So let me get the other one. We can see if we can do some dips. They're not the exact same length. I mean, it's pretty hard to get the exact same length with the Monkii Bars. It's gonna be even harder to get them with this, but I think they're good enough for what the purpose is. I really just wanna see if they hold our weight right now. If I was really worried about it, I'd take some more time, but no problem at all. Secure, tight. You know, these are really great for TRX. So if you don't want to pay for TRX, you could make a pair of these. These are basically a DIY TRX. All sorts of things you can do with them. I mean, these things are strong. Okay, that's putting all my body weight on one. No problem with that. Excellent. Okay, now that we've got it all figured out, we know what knots we're gonna use, we've got our line cut, we've got our carabiners attached to the paracord, we've got our handles cut, we've got our caps. Time to put it all together for what you're gonna actually store it together in. So now what I'm gonna do to wrap up the cord is I'm gonna take it and put it to about the length of the actual handle and just start wrapping it up. All right, so I have it all bundled together. Now I'm gonna try and shove this in this little hole here. Okay, put your cap on. Boop. Just shove her on in. And put your other cap on. Boom. Right there. That's pretty sweet, actually. Okay, so this is your final piece. You can put these caps on as tight as you want. To take them off, you just twist it off. They're gonna hold it together. And there, my friends, you have your DIY Monkii Bars. Let's see how they look compared to the other ones. Definitely prettier, definitely probably gonna last you longer, easier to use, but I love making my own equipment. And if you want, you can spray paint them to look prettier. Now, what did this cost me? Okay, the PVC pipe cost $3.33. The caps each cost 66 cents. I got 4 of them. You can do that math. That comes out to $122. That comes out to $244, not including tax. The cord, I bought the Paracord from Home Depot. I could have got cheaper elsewhere, that's for sure. But I got I got about 30 feet for $7. Okay, and I also got the carabiners. The carabiners were each like $1.50, so that's $3. So add all that up. That's, you know, I'm gonna add that up after because I'll have to look at it because I forgot all the numbers, but I'll put it on the screen for you to see. But essentially, this is gonna cost you about 20, 25 bucks. Okay, somewhere around there. These are gonna cost you about 100, 130, I think, somewhere around there. Thanks for watching.